Look at this beauty.
Thunder might be coming in soon. The wind's picking up a bit now.
Oh, just here, they're dragging across their anchors.
If you like our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can find us on Instagram at Sailing on the Breeze.
Yeah, I'm just walking back from the taverna. Looks like the thunder might be coming in soon, so Callum's just gone back to Ethos to make sure everything's fine. Very kindly, one of our neighbours swam down this morning because we knew that some thunder and some rain was expected, so they swam down on all of our anchors this morning, and he said ours was stuck in really nicely, so we should be absolutely fine. It might be a bit unpleasant, but we've downloaded some stuff to watch on the iPad. I have a bit of editing to finish, and yeah, we're just going to ride it out. The wind's picking up a bit now. We've tied on a second windward line.
Yes, it's nice. There's a long line, as you can see, runs from the front of the boat all the way across the shore here, because the wind's pushing us on the side here, but holding right, we'll be fine.
Our friend Gray, our next door neighbour, has kindly lent us a large bouncy fender.
So I want to show off my morning's work. Believe it or not, but this is accessible, but realistically we're not going to use it. I think it's more logical now where things are.
Definitely.
And it's now overflowing, I think it's so Melissa, don't mess it up. So not sure if you can see through our Dodger, but it is blowing a hoolie. It's getting windy out here, boat's getting pushed sideways. These guys were looking to try and come into this gap here, but I think they've abandoned now. The wind's getting up, going over 20 knots. Getting a bit choppy, so we're here on the boat just keeping an eye. Feeling pretty good right now. So the strong wind is about to hit. Hopefully our bimini that we made ourselves from a bed sheet will survive. It's already survived 30 knot winds, so we're hoping it will survive this. We're secretly a little bit happy that a boat with a taller mast has come into the bay. Because
we have a really tall mast.
Yeah, because we were looking, and this morning our mast is actually taller than the boats next to us. But now there's a 110 footer over there who has a much taller mast. So sorry guys, but we're happy about that. So thunderstorm update. The rain's now coming down pretty hard. It's thunder and lightning, not quite over us yet, but still coming in. It's all pretty exciting. Now coming down pretty heavy. I'm not entirely sure what this motorboat out here is doing. At one point he wanted to come in and anchor a little more next to us, but basically left it too late. He already came when there was 25 knot gusts coming in on the side. He's here, but he keeps dragging, putting his motor on and reversing in towards us, which is fine for us and our anchor, because our anchor's almost immediately in front of the boat. That's the thunder going there. But their anchor goes directly out from their boat, and his anchor is now going over that. And so with him reversing and moving around, there's a risk he might make their anchor drag. So hopefully he doesn't do that. As you can hear, rain is buffeting down, and one thing I want to check is there any water in the bilge? So completely dry at the moment, and we'll check back. As I said before, this motorboat has now come back even further, so we think it's maybe dragging on its anchor, which isn't a problem for us yet. But this boat just here, they're dragging across their anchor. So at the moment they're still holding, but there's a risk that their anchor isn't going to hold because this boat's anchor is dragging across him. This boat in front of us is a bit of a, to be honest, for coming and anchoring so close. When there's a huge bay, you could have anchored anywhere. But there you go. Another boat coming in mid-thunderstorm. Now, giving the boat a nice wash. This guy over here is trying to tell the motorboat out there that they're going to drag their anchor and they should pull in their chain and motor off. So he's out there in his t-shirt and shorts in the rain. Update on the bilge. The rain was now, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. And still she's bone dry, which is great. So I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the winds are really high. Running through, I'd imagine they're well into the mid 30s. Our neighbour who lent us this ball, what a hero. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So last night was the windy one with the rain in the evening. When we don't think it rained during the night, but we did have strong winds. When we got back to the boat, so we went to a bar just across from the boat so we could watch the boats, where lots of other boat owners were in there watching their boats, and we were up there watching our boat too, and we were also using internet to upload our previous video. And when we got back to the boat, we realised that one of our
the leeward line.
Yeah, the downwind line had actually worked itself loose, but luckily that's the least important line, because the front we've got the anchor holding us in place. On the starboard to the right hand side we had a stern line, and we also had a second line going right to the bow, really holding us in the wind, because the wind side the wind was pushing, and the other side, which had been slack a lot of the time, but with the rolling waves, had managed to work itself free. So the wind is ripping through, I don't know, but my guess would be 30-ish knots. It was a bit stronger a minute ago, maybe up to 40 odd, but yeah, we've got some dark clouds and some gusty wind. I'm not sure if you can see, but it is pouring down out there. We've had a bit of a nothing day hiding from high winds, and so we decided to come out for dinner and to upload our YouTube video, which we've been trying to do for 2 days now, but nowhere has good enough Wi-Fi, and we can't hotspot our phones because the signal is so weak. It does about 1% every 10 minutes. These weird patterns on the water, we can't understand what it is. Like, is this like a gusty patch and then like a different wind direction there and a different wind direction over there? Why are there like clear sections and not? If anyone can tell us, we'd be interested to hear. The storms have passed. The wind is still quite strong. Also, that was me knocking the throttle there. The wind wasn't there about 15 knots. Out here it's about 10 now. See if that picks up back up again. We're just leaving Port Athene. We've just brought in the boys, packed down the ropes, getting everything ready so we can start sailing again. And we're heading towards the left coast, which is how far?
11 nautical miles.
11 nautical miles. If we got this 10 knots to 15 knots of wind, should be an alright sail.
We went to bed at about 11, and then from about 1 till about 4, 5, no, 1 till about 5, I pretty much didn't
And why was that?
Honestly, it was, so the boat was rocking a bit, which was fine, I usually don't mind that, but honestly the wind was howling. It was gusting up to, must have been about 50 knots.
Yeah, it was well over 30. We think it was into the 40s, possibly 50 knots. Yeah. It was really going for it. You know what I hadn't done?
What? Fuel?
Hadn't put the fuel on.
Again?
Went in the tender into Nidri, got us some more fuel for the tender. I also got us a new big mooring fender ball so that we can have one on the back now when we have to do stern too. And we also got a few bits of fresh veg because we were really low.
Well, we just left Tranquil Bay, which is obviously a town called Nidri. We were basically coming back out into the sea to see whether we could get up to Lefkes, which is north. But there's a very strong northerly wind, so we basically abandoned that plan, and now we're heading south towards like Vasiliki and another little port, because then we'll be going with the wind.
So hopefully tomorrow there'll be some kite surfing.
I look like
Also, we were pretty sure our fuel gauge wasn't working because it was still reading on a full tank after we've been motoring and sailing around for, I don't know, over a week. 9 days, 10 days. So, and then I started panicking, thinking we're going to come in somewhere, we're going to be in a really tight space, engine's going to stop working, we're going to hit into other boats. So I've just been down there, I've taken out the little float that tells you how much fuel is left, and we've got about a third of a tank left, so we're fine, but we really should fill up. So that doesn't work, add it to the list.
we were about to head over here for some drinks tonight and to watch some live music. We got our outboard onto the back of the tender and she's not playing ball. Looks like we might be in for a night on the boat. You can't rely on those 28-year-olds.
I removed the spark plug to check for a spark. I couldn't see one, although it was bright daylight, but I decided to put the spark plug back in and give it another couple of pulls, and it ran. It was bogging quite a lot, so maybe there was some crud in the fuel, I don't know. I have ordered a new spark plug and I will be putting that in.
Nights till we're
Party time. Look at this view.
We have just left Little Bathy on Meganissy, where we stayed the night in a little bay just around the corner, because we tried to go to Little Bathy, but we think they tried to tell us it was €70 for the night, so we weren't going there.
We radioed in,
yeah.
and they don't normally tell you the price on the radio, but I radioed in saying, oh, do you have space for a 12-metre yacht? And they said, what's your width? So I said 5 metres. I actually couldn't remember on that, it might be a little bit more. But then she said, just to let you know, it will be €70 for the night. And I think she said 70.
Yeah, I think
but then I'm doubting myself, because €70 for a berth per night is crazy expensive.
Typically, well, we haven't been really staying in rooms that much, but when we have, they've been about 13 for the first night.
Yeah, 13. So if it was 17, we could understand that. Yeah. But 70 just seems way out of kilter, although it was a gorgeous little place. But we stayed in this bay of just 400 metres around the corner. There was €10 a night.
Yeah, it was a 5-minute walk into the village. It was actually lovely, and it was so calm and quiet. And
it had good facilities, and the people were lovely. We had showers, we topped up our water, we had electricity. I think it's called George's Taverna. Little Bathy is definitely worth a walk in and looking around.
Now we are making our very slow and relaxed way over to Mykonos in the Aegean, because we're meeting my sister and my brother there in about 25
Two weeks?
Like just over 2 weeks. Yeah.
But we had a good morning of boat jobs. We partially repaired our sail bag, so it's definitely a lot better than it was. There's definitely more work to be done, but it's in functioning condition for now, but we'll go back to that this evening. We've also redone our sheets on our janeur because it kept getting caught on the shrouds, and I fitted a new some brackets to the back of our tender. Yeah! What have you done, Em?
The shower drain.
For now, observe. Boiling water here. It's already going down the drain. Press the button and it's gone. Oh, you are a magician. We've also redone our sheets on our janeur because it kept getting caught on the shrouds, and I fitted a new some brackets to the back of our tender, so I can show you. So that now it sits there on the
Yeah, it looks really good actually.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. I think I might shorten the ropes on the bow one so that that's a little higher up. But I mean, it looks great.
And we did our first lazy line.
Yeah, we did well, 2 lots of lazy lines. One for berthing last night and then one for going to get fuel. And the people with the fuel dock were very nice, and they even gave us some t-shirts for free. Mine's got a little crab and it's saying room to rent.
This time, Callum took the tender out to tie the long lines while I stayed at the helm to keep the boat in position.
We love the ability to find quiet anchorages where it's just us and the goats.
Keep me losing my way. 'Cause lost.
We are cruising along. Wind's died down a little bit now, but we're still making 2.6, 2.7 knots, something like that. No one on the helm, I'm not sure you can see, but our auto helm is now working, so we've been taking full advantage of that, lazy sailing, just chilling out in the cockpit, keeping an eye, making sure we're not getting too close to anything. There's an island over here that we're passing at the minute. Yeah, it's lovely. This is the dream.
So it's 42 nautical miles to the next port we're going to, so we got up early at 6 in the morning.
Join us next time as we make our longest day sail yet. 46 nautical miles as we enter the Gulf of Corinth.